Donovan, you're 3 games in now playing with James. Just what have your initial impressions been of being a teammate of his?
I mean, he sees the game at a different level. Sorry. I didn't even, like I said this arena, I didn't notice he only had 4 shots, but he's out here creating, making plays, doing different things. And then obviously his gravity, right? It opens the lane for everybody else. And it's just continuous, right? And he's coaching on the bench and in huddles. And that's why he's here.
Did you think things would click as quickly as they have?
I mean, at the end of the day, certain things are just basketball, right? Like, so, you're looking at, it's not going to take long for 2 really good players to figure out what they like. And then I got to give a big credit to role players like Jalen, Sam, obviously J.A., Quan, right? You're good. Everybody just continuing to find ways around what we do. Like, obviously, they know how I play, but for them to adapt to him so fast, right? Like, that's a testament to Dennis and obviously Keon to their mindset, where they're at, and figuring their IQ as well. But I definitely knew, like, for us, it wasn't going to be that, as hard as people, I think, made it out to be, as far as figuring out where we like to play. And we still haven't practiced, so we still have some more things we can figure out. We haven't gone over half our plays, or any of our plays, so hurry up, bro. So that's the good part. And there'll be bumps along the road. We'll figure things out, right? But obviously it started off great.
What's going through your mind when Sam goes on a heater like that?
Man, like I was saying over here, he was talking a little noise before the game. I guess one of the keys to the game on the IG account was like, get Sam cooking, and he was like, have I been that bad? I didn't say yeah, but he took it. I guess he took it personally tonight. But to see a performance like that, like, that's incredible. And he was very rarely to see him go 0 for 5 or 0 for 6. So I knew at some point, even though he hit 3 threes the other night, at some point he was going to explode. But I didn't think it'd be that.
Donovan, last year's trade deadline and this year's trade deadline, obviously the front office was active, and James obviously being the biggest trade of them all so far in those 2 years. Like, what is the significance in your mind of the franchise continuing to kind of go for it?
I mean, I said it to Chris Fedor the other day, like, the time is now. It basically tells you what this is, and at the end of the day, we got to go out there and produce. I think we all feel the energy. We were playing well heading into this, and then for us to have the trade happen the day before the Clipper game, us to come into that Clipper game and do what we did, to come into SAC, our first game, a little clunky, figure it out, Denver, come back, win, and then tonight do what we did. Like, it's a testament to where our mental's at as a group, as a collective, everybody in this locker room. So, obviously, when ownership is aggressive, we understand that there was a belief in everybody in this locker room, so we got to go out there and do what we got to do.
James has been one of the best players of his generation. How have you seen his style of play really influence others around the league?
I mean, you look at what he's done with J.A. You look at every big, like even when he was in Philly with Joel, obviously Joel did his part, but being able to play that 2-man game, they were a toe away from a conference finals or finals in Brooklyn, right? Like, there's so many times he's been so close, right? Obviously, I've played against him in the playoffs twice, and you saw what he went up against Golden State. Like, he's seen it. He's been there, right? And I think now, at this point of his career, he's still very, very talented, very, very good. And now you look at the desperation of him. Like, first thing we talked about was like, man, this could be his last chance to try to go ahead and get a ring, and we're all in the locker room with the same, mindset. So when you have that level of desperation from everybody up top, everybody else follows, and it's always great to have a guy who's consistently committed to winning.
Do you think he needs a ring to cement his legacy?
I think this whole ring culture thing is crazy, but it just is what it is, right? I think that's just I can't fight it. It's just what it is. That's the way we value people. I mean, but at the end of the day, I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's right. But it's whatever, right?
Additions you guys have made down. Do you feel like this is the most talented team you've been a part of?
I would say, yeah. I think, like you said, what we've added, I think what we've done, obviously with Evan, I think obviously adding James is who he is, but I think obviously adding that and J.A. and then Evan being who Evan is, like, that's why this is a major opportunity for us, because you see the talent we have, you see what we have in this locker room. I think we have something special, so can't wait to go out there and do it.
You mentioned that you guys haven't put in plays yet with James and Keon and Dennis to that point, too. You have 27 games left after the break. Is that enough time to get this team where it needs to be before the playoffs?
Well, I mean, when you have – we ran a – bro. Like, are you for real? Like, come on. You're eating donuts. Like, you can eat donuts in 10 minutes, bro. All right, sorry. Gotta hold them accountable. Gotta keep holding them accountable. Yeah, I think so. I mean, like, I made a joke with Kenny. We made up a new play, Dennis and I. Like, the little come off the screen, the hand back in the flare. Like, we've never ran that. And Dennis made it up 2 games ago, right? Like, when you have that level of IQ in the locker room, you have that, I think it'd be fine. Like, you know what I mean? Even when we figure things out, and I think Kenny said in his press conference, like, he's going to let us do us, but also still be able to coach us. And I think when you have guys who are coachable, willing to listen, but also him giving us that freedom to go out there and kind of manipulate the game and figure things out, I think that's the best way to go about it.
How does James's presence affect, like, how you play?
I mean, man, like, you look at these 3 games and, there's just, it's a situation where okay, cool, he's manipulating the game, he's being able to put guys in positions, right? And then for me to just be who I am, attack, get downhill, still create and still play make, but still also say, like, hey, be able to be myself, you know what I'm saying? And when you have a guy that's done it at the highest level and obviously won an MVP and what he sees, they talked about the other day, like, there's a play in Denver where he's ISOing and Sam's in the right wing. And he just throws it to him because everybody's pulled over. I'm not even in the game. Like, when you're able to just make plays like that and Sam knocks it down, now what do you do? Now if that's me over there, like, what do you, like, you know what I mean? And it gives me time to go sit in the corner and watch him operate, and then defenses have to respect me, and now everything is open for everybody else.
When you 3 stars moving around like this, we've never seen this before. How do you think we got here to that? I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's just we've never seen.
This is the last question.
No, one more.
Just, you got sweat, so just put a sweatshirt on, like.
Hey, this ain't about me.
Lord. How do we get here is what you're saying? It's a different age. Like, it's just what it is, right? And you adapt. I don't know where it started, but, like, you adapt and you figure things out. Same thing on the court. It's a faster paced league. You just adapt to what's there, but I'm not mad at it. You know what I mean? So just, hey, it's one of those things where you adapt and you try to go out there and do what you got to do.
Thanks, Don.
Thank you.